just wait. Instead of trying in your own strength, you should just wait. Instead of calculating what will happen if you go wrong, you should just wait. My steps are ordered by the Lord. Yeah, I should just wait. They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength.
All right, are we on? All right. You never know if we're
all
on.
the prep.
It depends on what on means, but it is Wednesday, and this is Pastor Talk, and we've got some cool stuff to talk about. But I do have a question. I've got to figure out which one because I found this one is so
random questions no one should ever be asked.
Exactly. And this one, I'm going to go with this one. Would you rather color your hair neon or have a gold tooth? I'm sorry. I found this quote. I was like, that's a good one.
I'm at the age now where I'm just glad I have teeth. I have actually colored my hair before with some sort of a VBS thing going on.
But what if you could never change it? It had to remain.
Never change it.
So you had to have that color hair or the gold tooth.
I would definitely go with, man, it's just neither of which is a great... I would probably go with the gold tooth. At least I could keep my mouth shut.
That's what I was thinking, too.
I don't want to wear a hat all the time. So.
Yeah, I don't. It depends on what.
I'm picturing you with a gold
tooth
right up there in the front.
Yeah, well, that's where it has to be. It has to be a front tooth. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the color of neon. So if it was like reddish neon, maybe I would do a red neon.
Well, at least Shauna, she would do a good job with it. The places I go get my hair cut would probably not give me a good look. They don't give me a good look now.
You would have a mohawk that was like super big, or
All right, Nikki, what is it? Gold tooth or hair color?
I've actually dyed my hair neon before, so I'm gonna do neon.
Yeah, that's a little easier choice for a woman, I think.
Gold tooth would never, unless you decided to never talk again.
I would go with an entire grill, though.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a good look for you. Anyway.
Everybody wants to watch me preach with gold teeth.
I have a lot of other questions that I won't ask. I'll save them for...
Save those.
Charlene was trying to steal them from me because she said she thought they were funny. She's gonna use them. And I'm like, nope. So we're in the middle of our sermon series, The Way of a Worshiper. What did you talk about last week? It was very cool.
Well, I spent some time talking about the word yada, which meant to throw hands. It was talking about the physical aspect of worship and the complete surrender. That starts with a relationship with God that then moves into a posture, and how we just, like you said, week one, with that reckless abandon, we just kind of throw everything to God, and it's a physical act, but it's more of what's going on inside of us spiritually. We're just throwing away all the things that weigh us down, and doing that in an atmosphere of worship. And I think I said at each of the services that our desire is that folks kind of develop an understanding that worship isn't what we come to, worship is what we bring to.
Yeah.
And so anyway, that was me last week, and you're up this week. In fact, you're up for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's scary. This week is Barak, which, it's so funny when you go back and you read the scriptures, most of them, for all the words that we're using, are praise. And so... But then you go and you look at the Hebrew, and then you find it, and you're like, there's a different posture or a different detail. And Barak means to praise, but to honor God and to actually bless God and to kneel. So, it's one. But once again, it's back to what you said, which is it really, no matter when we come to worship, it starts with our heart and what we're thinking about God. And so it's just going to be a continuation. So I'm going to be focusing on Psalm 103. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Yeah. Bless the Lord. So,
one of the things that I was noticing for the last couple of weeks in worship, as we were talking about this topic, and as we keep hitting these different Hebrew words, one of the commentaries talked about what a physical language Hebrew is.
Oh, yeah.
And I noticed how much we talk with our hands, especially when we're talking about worship, and it really does become a full-bodied experience where we're just kind of in that moment, and it's just God and us. And this series really lends itself to that, for me anyway.
For me too. I mean, I think it gives people in our church freedom. Yeah. The freedom, the permission, the freedom to say, no, that resonates with, that's what I want to do. I mean, and we're not saying that everybody has to go running down the aisle and throwing their hands in the air.
No, but it was deeply moving the last couple of weeks to watch some folks kind of step out and do something a little different.
Yeah.
And some of them just with big smiles on their faces when you use the beach balls week one to have that moment of celebration. And so really, I want to say I'm proud of our folks, but I think that they're allowing themselves to be stretched with the topics that we're entertaining during this series, Way of a Worshiper. So it's been good.
I love it, love it, love it. So what do we have coming up? I wrote some notes, scribbled some notes down. We've got the first thing coming up that we need to remind people about is October 1st, pumpkins.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
are arriving.
Patch.
Nikki's so excited. She can she can barely take it.
Pumpkin everything.
Even though I know it's a lot of work for a whole month for the people involved in the patch, it is this place in Oviedo where people come. It's like this destination. It's beautiful. It is just like homey.
Right. Up under the oak trees, and we've got the picture stations that they're developing and all of the things that all the pumpkins people buy, it all goes to youth and missions. So it's neat. And then combined with that, one of our United Methodist Women's groups is bringing back the boutique that they've not had for a few years. So
when is the date of that?
October is going to be a really busy month.
I don't have the date for that in front of me. Do you know what it is? Okay, but
we'll have it next week, and we're announcing it in worship and some other places.
Yeah, a lot of people are really looking forward to that.
They've been missing.
And if you need, they were looking for donations too. So if you have something that is gently used or really nice that you want to bring in and donate.
The boutique is more of a high-end kind of a sale. So,
and they're using that money. It will go to a mission in Haiti, I believe. Mm-hmm. So, which is awesome. On October 4th, I have a Bible study on Tuesday nights.
Right.
We've been meeting for 2 years in October. It's unbelievable that we've been meeting that long. And we talked last night, and I said, would you ladies be open to me? Let's us open it up to whoever wants to come. And so we're going to be I talked about it, the battlefield of the mind. And really anybody can come, but we're starting on October the 4th, and it'll be from 6:30 to 8 approximately. Generally, I think most people think it's a women's study. If a man showed up, I'm not going to, the material is for anyone.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And it's written by Joyce Meyer. But it's not, it's a book I've used before.
Yeah.
And it's content that's for everybody.
It's very Bible-based, and it is, it's very practical.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so that's starting Tuesday, October 4th, 6:30 p.m. We don't know exactly where we're going to meet yet. Right now we're meeting in Jones Parlor, but anyone can sign up. So I would like to have sign-ups so I kind of have an idea of how many people are going to be there.
Right.
And they do need to get a book and a workbook. If you are having financial difficulties, you can't do it, they can call me and we'll make that happen. So we've got a new members class coming up on it's the 16th.
Yes. Yeah. We've not done one for a while with the all the different COVID stuff coming in and going out, we kind of held off on that. But yeah, that's coming up, and it's going to be on Sunday morning right after church. We provide lunch for the folks to come over after 11 o'clock service or to come back, and yeah, it's really neat to watch folks fall in love with this church. And
It is.
yeah,
I love it when people will say, do you guys ever have new member? Like they're really looking for it. So it is. We've got we have a great church. We have so many amazing things going on in every part of the church. I mean, all the way from preschool to children to youth, all of the adult studies that we're doing. And like you were talking about, you sent an email out that went to some of us on staff and about all of the exciting things that we're going. I mean, it's just really neat to see everybody here.
yeah. Well, the content of the stuff that we're offering is really bringing people, and then we're finding relationships once folks get here, and that's always a cool step where somebody says, I want not just content, I want to have relationships. And so Wednesday nights are really about that. Our small groups are really about, it's great. We do good things, but to do that with great people is really exciting too. So.
We have a guest. I don't know. We have that solidified yet.
Yeah, we're working on Dr. David De Silva to come and spend a Sunday evening with us. He and I are communicating back and forth. If you don't know David is a professor at Ashland Theological Seminary in Ohio. But he's also a gifted, talented music organist, concert organist, and a choir director. So David and I work together down in Port Charlotte. So we're trying to get David up here for an evening. He's written over 30 books, most of them on New Testament and the Apocrypha. But he wrote a book recently on Christian fellowship called One Another. And so we're hoping that he can come and kind of give us that deeper biblical definition of why we do this thing called fellowship together. So an evening with him, I think we're shooting for October the 2nd, Sunday, October 2nd.
Okay.
So
That would be awesome.
yeah, it'll be a fellowship dinner and then some time to have him talk and some question and answer. David's just brilliant on so many topics that are going on that are timely within the Christian community and within our United Methodist Church. So, and then I think we're going to try to coax him to play the organ for us a little bit.
I think we might be able to do that when he's here. That would be awesome. I also don't want to forget that Melody Boyington now is going to be our lead for the Orlando Union Rescue Mission. She literally called me and was telling me asked if she could do it. I said yes. She's already been calling Freddie. We're already making plans. And speaking of October, we always do a really big October festival.
Go over there and spend an evening with them.
Yes. Yeah. So we're still planning on doing that in October, and that information will be coming out shortly. And then we're also going to start doing the Monday night dinners again, like we did, where we serve and other things too. So Melody is on it. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. I think that's about all I have. Do you have anything else?
We could literally sit here the rest of the evening and talk about the stuff we're doing, but no, that covers it for right now.
All right. Well, do you have anything else, Nikki? Nope. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we look forward. I think we'll probably see some of you tonight on Wednesday night fellowship, and otherwise we'll see you throughout the week or on Sunday. Have a good one.
'Tis so sweet to only trust in Jesus. In the light and in the darkness, the overwhelming kindness follows me, and you're still in the fire, just in case we feel alone. Still walking on the water. You refuse.
Literally called me